Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
SOS. Light.
SOS.
Now.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 38.
80 weapon.
Check three.
Let's go.
Second and 1. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Okay. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Show it up.
Clear. Ready.
2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
General West. Now.
Here we go, D. All day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Switch. Check 3. Check.
5.
Alert 3.
Get it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. Pilot, 64. Weak. 18 Gator.
Mike 20. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Hey, dude.
Just like that. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Protein spill.
Mike 20. Watch the pass. Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 3.
Go.
And go Mike 20. Watch a slant. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Second and 10. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Smith. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ready, 53, Mike 54. And give his track. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Right up. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Go.
He'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 37. You go tight. You got tight.
Five.
They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready?
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
53. Mike 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Topper.
Check.
Deep grip.
Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
No. Kill.
Ready.
This is Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll set up to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught. Becker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 80 weapon. Check 26, check 26. Yep. 3-on-3. Motion, motion, motion. Go.
2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
General West.
At the 41-yard line.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 99, check 99. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Shoot, shoot.
Hey, Charlie.
Rush in.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you. Kill, 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 kill. Hey,
Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike, 57. Go, go, go. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Check.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jarrett Davis able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check. Watch it.
You're out. Let's go.
They run it with Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pull it high.
Hey, check right.
Watch me, grip.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Get him.
Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there, a huge loss. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
57, Mike, 57. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Give him 11 yards that time on the with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
You draw Corker. 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Malone, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And another tackle broken. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 27, Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Haskins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Ronald Darby. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Wide, get wide.
Squeeze.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
53, 953.
Big grip.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.